Hello, gorgeous people. How are you? Today I'm talking about following our intuition. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So what I'd like to do is I want to talk to you about me, okay? But this is not, hey, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'll tell you a little bit about me. 20 years ago, I want to tell you about something that has happened to me that I'm aware of and that I have seen repeated happening to lots of other people, and that I'm going to suggest that if it hasn't happened to you, that it could happen to you. It's all about the fact that we are now in a stage where, since the event 2 years ago happened, literally 2 years ago now, since that happened, many of us have lost tremendous amounts of things, but very much so with work. Many of us have lost our jobs. Many of us, because we've stuck by our guns, because we haven't wanted to compromise, many times we've lost our job. If we haven't lost our job, many times we've lost the love that we had for our job. And I've heard this from a lot of people who work in the medical world, in the healing world, that they have lost faith in that world, and understandably so. But also lots and lots of other people have mentioned this, that it's not the same anymore. It's very 3D. We're starting to become very aware of 3D, this moving to 5D, and the change in basically how we want to be in this world. Okay, so what happened to me was this. So 2 years ago, this all started, all of the stupidity, okay? And I already had this channel in YouTube, and I'd already started talking about the emissaries. I was very, very worried about that. But then I thought, no, I've got to start helping people to lift people's spirits. That's what I had to do. I mean, it was so dark, wasn't it? It was so dark when that started. I mean, for everybody, for the world went dark. And it was like, this message that I had was, Gordon, you've got to get out there, you've got to make your voice heard, and you've got to help people to stay up, to stay afloat. Okay? That's basically the motivation. But I was really, really concerned. Why? Because of the way that censorship was happening, because of the fact that I already had an online business that was well established, and that, although it was a niche business, it still is, it's a niche business, we were well known within that niche. Our faces were known, our names were known, people were doing a lot of searches on the internet, searching out my name. And I thought, right, am I going to start to talk about these subjects? I could get myself into a lot of trouble. It could really, really impact my business, okay? My business that I had established. So I talked to my wife about it, and she said, look, Gordon, if you got it, you do what you've got to do. She said, just don't do it within the old business. And of course, that was never the intention. It's not the platform for that. So I started doing videos and just saying, it's all okay, and whatever. I mean, it's been a tremendous shift from where we were at the beginning, which was just like, hey, let's get through this, it'll be all right, it's going to get sorted, to where we are now, where we're starting to see a lot more coming to light, and it's a different place. I've got a different feeling. I remember at the beginning, I was really scared. I was scared for my children. I wasn't scared for me. I was scared for my children. And now I don't feel that. So that was the process. I ran this risk. I was worried about it, and I thought it could really damage my business. So what's happened? Well, in 2 years, what happened was that the business, which was my channel my hobby, which was like the therapy, let's help people, you know, and the theme's always been, you know, we can put ourselves right, we can get through this. And obviously it's like a mix of the two with the channel. But that has expanded. Not only that, but my therapy business has expanded. And it's come to a point where it's a significant income that it never was. It was never I never wanted it to be a significant income. It wasn't my thing. I wanted to enjoy it. But now I still enjoy it and it's a significant income. What about my other business? Did it impact? Not at all. In fact, that business improved during the last 2 years. It got better. Twice, just 2 people have cancelled me. So part of that cancel culture. Only 2 people. Why? Because I did a video on the other business talking about woke society and how it wasn't working, and 2 people cancelled me. Yeah. However, but that was it. Other than that, the business has gone from strength to strength. So my therapy business has gone from strength to strength, and the other business has too. So what's the point? Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because what I see is that so many people are finding themselves in this place where their intuition is saying, you've got to change this. You've got to do something new. But the mind and the emotions are frightened. The mind saying, no, because it's dangerous, because maybe it could go wrong. Maybe, you know, whatever, I'll lose everything. Okay? I understand exactly where you are. Now, what I've seen is, I've seen lots of people. I'll give you an example. For example, I've heard Mark Atwood. I've talked to Mark a lot. At the beginning, he threw himself into this world of talking about, you know, the bad stuff. And I just don't want to use the word CONSPIR because I don't know why, because they're listening. So, he threw himself into that, and he was terrified that it was going to impact his business. What's happened? It hasn't. And not only that, but he's got an extra business now. And I've seen this with lots of people. JCK started. When she started, she was in a very different place. And she spoke out, and boy, did she get some detractors. You know, I mean, when you speak out like that, you've got to prepare yourself. But now she's in a completely different place. So what I'm saying is this: don't be scared. Don't be scared to put yourself out there. Don't be scared to take a risk. Why not? Because this is what I believe. This is the time of truth. We're entering into the place of truth. We're entering into the place of light. So truth and light are what are being rewarded. Before, when we were in the age of darkness, darkness was rewarded. Yeah? Lies were rewarded. We saw that. We've seen it. That's why all of the super rich, horrible people are all liars. Or they're not. Deceivers. Because the devil is a deceiver, is he not? He was put here to deceive us. And so that was his time. And that's what worked. Now we're in the age of light. We're in the age of truth. And therefore, speaking your truth gets rewarded. Truly. Truly. It's rewarded. I talk about this on my other channel, on the Hypnosis Academy. The unconscious mind rewards truth. If you are being truthful to yourself, it will reward you. It will give you happiness. But also the universe is rewarding us too. People who are speaking out, people who are saying their truth are getting rewarded. Okay? People who are saying, I can't do this work anymore, I've got to do this work, are getting rewarded. So trust the universe now. Now's the time. That doesn't mean that you have to give up your job. It doesn't mean that at all. What it means is this: you have to do what many of us had to do. Like when I was starting to work in my bliss, but at the same time I was delivering bread in the morning, I was working in a Spanish restaurant on a night time, and I was delivering magazines during the day. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to just, I'm leaving my job and that's it. No, be smart about it. Start working in your bliss. Start building whatever it is that you want to build. and little by little you can leave the old. That's the way that we're transitioning from 3D to 5D. We don't do it in one jump. We do it gradually, incrementally, and that's how you can change your life incrementally. It's taken me 2 years, but hey, I was building that business, the therapy business, for 15 years beforehand. But in 2 years, it's completely changed. Why? Because I started to speak. I started to speak out. I started to do something. And that's what we have to do. And now's the doing time. It's not the planning time. It's not the thinking about it. It's not the I wonder if. I remember talking to a lady once who said, "Oh, I'm writing a book." I said, "Oh, fantastic, lovely. And what's it about?" "Well, it's this and that and the other." I said, "Oh, right." I said, "Well, when will you finish it?" She said, "Well, I don't know. I've been writing it for the last 10 years. Okay. No, that's not going to work for us. Not now. Everything's so fast. Everything's fast. So just get on and start. Follow your bliss. Follow your passion. Follow your intuition. Follow who you are. Be true to yourself. That is what the universe rewards. Being true to yourself. We're in the age of truth. So go forth and make the world a better place with your special extra bit of spark that you can bring to this world. And just do it. Don't worry about it. We're in different times now. There ain't no going back. There's going to be no old normality. There's only going to be a new normality, but it's going to be our new normality. And it's going to be super. It's going to be beautiful. So let's build for that now. Okay, have a beautiful week. I'll see you later. Bye.